75953, 753 pieces, 6 minifigures. Let's see, 4 of the minifigures are with the mini legs. And so starting the live stream, as always, a little bit earlier to get in more time to, just chat and hang out with everyone who's gonna be able to join. And thank you ahead of time for being here and joining the live stream with BrickTherapy23. Here are all the minifigures. Actually, this is from 2 sets, the Astronomy Tower and the Whomping Willow set. So 2 sets from the Harry Potter series of basically builds that can combine to start to form, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, the Hogwarts Castle compound. And thanks again to John Powell for clarifying. So these sets are retired, but they came out a while ago, maybe about 5 years ago. 2020, I think, or no, probably peaked around 2019 sets. So yeah, you can tell here, I know it's backwards because of the screen, but yeah, each one of these sets connects, and such a fun idea. And I caught on to it. I must have, because I'm appreciating it now as though it's new, but appreciating the fact that these will all connect into a bigger Harry Potter build. And I was saying it's a great substitute for a modular set. You know, it's definitely cost a lot less. This was, well, I got it on sale, so this was like a $35 set. Maybe not too interesting to some people, right? Because it's just kind of the outer wall, but the structure looks really good if you're into kind of the more historical look of Gothic architecture, maybe. And then of course the fun part of the Whomping Willow tree catching the car from, I assume, a scene in the movie or the storyline itself. So welcome, and let's continue to build bag 4, and I've got 1 bag left, bag 5 for this set. So we'll see if we can finish this set today. Tavaya, welcome. Subway Dude, what's up? Tommy, love it. Thanks, Tommy. We got our mod here. We're all set. We're in good hands. Subway Dude says, I have the 2017 Harry Potter Night Bus Lego set. I like it more than the one that came out recently. Yeah, it's like a double-decker. No, is it a triple-decker bus? It's that purple color set. That one is great, and I agree. So yeah, I was just going through these sets, and so actually I think I have that one too, Subway Dude. I'll have to, when I get all these kind of connected, right? When I get them all connected like this, I think I have the Great Hall, or we have the Great Hall. I think the Clock Tower as well. And then these, the Whomping Willow, and then the Astronomy Tower. I think I have these 4 sets to combine. So I'll get the bus, the night bus, the purple bus out there. Hey, Brick Together, true to their word. Thanks for being here. I know you guys were on the road and mixing it up with some other folks. So thanks for being here, guys, for as long as you can be. I know it's late, your time zone, a little bit later than mine, being here on the West Coast or Pacific Standard Time. So just appreciate you guys. Thanks for leaving a like as you join in. If you see our I almost said Brick Together. If you see our Brick Therapy logo, Brick Together is also a cool channel. You got to check theirs out. If you see our Brick Therapy logo, leave a like, join. And if you like talking Lego, you like all things Lego and how it relates to life in general, we just have a good community here, a lot of good friendly people. And subscribe. And thanks for being here. So Brick Together is here. Yes, Tommy, thank you. Like and subscribe. Let's pin that. And then we've got Subway Dude, the new Weasley car. The new Weasley car, the one that's pretty large. The figures' faces look so weird. Yeah, I was talking about that also, Subway Dude. So this one, right? Or I think, right? The blue Ford car. So they have like these these builds like with face plates that go inside. I don't really get the, I don't know. Oh, maybe it's just the term. I don't know what the terminology would be for those builds. They're not minifigs. It's just like, you know, you made your own kind of figure. And it's not like one of those big figs. It's not one of those upscale figs. I think it kind of, maybe it matches the Hagrid and Harry's motorcycle ride, that set. Because those are, yeah, just more buildable figures. And obviously bigger than these guys here. So yeah, it does look strange. The car looks cool. I think it would be a fun build. I don't know if I would buy it, but yeah, I think that these older sets, I'm just coming to appreciate these more. These are probably, what did I say, about 2018, 2020 range. And so yeah, definitely like these sets. And yeah, I was gonna say earlier, great if you don't want to build a modular, you know, that's a little too high for your price range. These are great sets. And then you know, I realized, I think other than the hospital wing, which is about the same price as when this astronomy tower came out. So this astronomy tower, I think its original price was probably in about the $100 range, or maybe $99 or something like that. But it went on sale quite often. And so I think I ended up getting it for around $80. I keep on, it's around that $80 range. And I got it on sale through Lego before it retired. So that was cool. So, but yeah, the hospital wing that's out now, it looks good. And I think that's the only one that is in that price range, because now, like they do have another Great Hall, and they have, what's the other structure? But they're way over, they're basically modular price now. So it's not the alternative I was thinking of. So yeah, the Night Bus, the newer one, that seems to be about the same price. Yeah, so the hospital wing, $99. And then they've got they've got the castle, the main tower, that's $260. So that's not gonna do. But they do have some other builds, noticeably smaller, like the Quidditch Supply and Ice Cream Parlor. Those look good, but I don't think those match up to how these seem in terms of the build. They do have the Privet Drive. I think Brick Together built that one. Aunt Marge's Visit. So there are some fun builds. Those still might be like the equivalent of what I'm thinking. Like, so you get like a really cool interior build as well as exterior. You know, same type of idea as if you'd put in a modular with all the accessory, the smaller builds, and lots of cool minifig kind of places to be and live. And then yeah, then the look of the outside with a lot of cool bricks, texture bricks, and the rooftop, the spires, and the windows. That all looks good. So, you know, in terms of detail and quality of look to the build, I think it matches. The modular is just a lot less expensive. Obviously, modulars, there's a lot more going on, and you know, you get more real estate to build with. But these are good sets. So maybe there are some things there. Brick Together says, we got dinner and I can hang out for a minute. No work. That's cool. That's awesome, Brick Together. A minute, 2 minutes, half a minute. Just recorded a few new shorts and now I'm trying to decide which series to do next. Ah, yes, the dilemma of doing a YouTube channel. What theme? I was trying to like do one of these Harry Potter sets I had in our backlog, and then realized I think I have another one, which is so I did the astronomy tower. I wanted to build that up. Had been, you know, waiting in line, so to speak. And then I knew I had this set, and then I was looking in our backlog, and I have the complete kind of series of these sets. So maybe I'll just finish these. So yeah, but yeah, the next theme. There's so many fun themes to go through. I do have our other modular to build, our boutique hotel in the Tudor corner. So, you know, maybe at some point we'll be paralleling our themes, Brick Together. That'd be kind of fun. Brick Together says, do you have any upscale minifigures? Yeah, I do. I did the Santa, the upscale Santa over right before Christmas. And then I have the regular upscale minifigure, the one with a blue hat. I think he was the first one to come out, or of the latest ones that are still available, the first one to come out. I think it's a Lego House exclusive. Is it the Pirate? Or maybe it's a different one. I've seen that one, but I don't know how you get that one, or if it was an exclusive, like you had to go to Bill in Denmark to get it. And I would like to build the Octan one. So yeah, those would be very cool for upscale minifigures. Brick Together says those are from the 2018 wave. Yeah, these sets. Okay, so it is 2018. I think I got most, if not all of them, I guess right before they retired. So they lasted for a little while then. So I think I got them like around 2021. So Justin Jago, hello, hello. Good to see you guys here. Subway Dude says, I think I lost my Buckbeak from 2019 Hagrid, which is a shame. Oh, that is. Yeah, anything lost Lego, especially minifigures or special pieces, that's a hard one. Not the Harry Potter theme, but we had for Star Wars, when all the talk was about the new Captain Rex that came out with the Venator, and then they made the controversial micro fighter for Captain Rex, and then I guess that kind of took the momentum away from getting the Venator exclusive minifigure. But we had the Captain Rex that came before that. I think the original version of that Captain Rex, and we lost him. That was a cool battle pack. It came with 2 other figs. One, the only thing I can remember of him is being a blue minifig guy. But yeah, what do you do? What do you do? Brick Together says, yeah, we did that one. The inflated Aunt Marge fig used the balls from the minifigure vending machine. Oh, that's fun. We have the boutique hotel. Maybe we can build a few bags together if we build it at the same time. Oh, okay. I like that, Brick Together. Yeah, so that one apparently being the least popular of the modulars, but I don't know. It looks good to me. So the build experience, I think, will be fun. So yeah, I'll go to that next. And yeah, we can kind of parallel off each other, share our own impressions of the build, and see who's faster. Although you guys are a duo, so unless I can get my son back on the live stream to help me, he'll be talking about speed champions. He will get me caught up quick. But yeah, that sounds like a fun idea. So yeah, all right, the boutique hotel. It is, and whenever you guys decide whether you decide to kind of see it through and finish the whole thing, I'll do the same. Or if you guys want to, pick certain days where you just build that set, I'm not sure. Do you guys stick with one theme? I want to say you guys kind of rotate when you do your live streams. It's not always like, okay, we're gonna build this set and live stream on this set until it's done. Or do you guys, kind of swap out different sets depending on the day of the week? So anyway, that might be fun too. That way I can also work on finishing up this Harry Potter series. So either way, it's a plan. It's a plan. I don't remember if I gave you guys a high five. Justin Jago, Break Together, Tommy. All right, welcome. And let's see. Subway Dude says, I love the Lego Speed Champions. Those are some good sets, Subway Dude. Did you get the newest ones? The ones that you can't get right now, the Lightning McQueen or the Back to the Future one? I don't care who's faster, says Brick Together. It would just be nice to have a proper conversation. Nice, let's go. So do you want to live stream concurrently, or whatever works. I'm all game for that. We are all over the map, but once we start a set, we usually finish it. Nice. There's no rush. That's why our channel is Brick Therapy. We just love to build. And when I say we, I mean myself, of course, and my kids, my younger son, I got 2 sons, are both great builders, but my younger son had got us into the live streaming. It was his idea to start doing the live streams last year, and that's where we revealed that we had the Tudor Corner as the new set for 2025. That was kind of fun. And then we built up the Star Destroyer, the Star Wars Star Destroyer, and the Ghost Ship. And that kind of launched our live streaming, worked our way all the way through the winter and spring, and did a few more live streams. And then over the summer, that was like peak. We did the Lord of the Rings Shire, the Rivendell set, and then we're so excited to celebrate our channel getting 1,000 subscribers. So then we built up the Barad-dûr set, and that set is so cool. I mean, the Rivendell set looks awesome. It's great. I don't know, the Barad-dûr set though, I had seen that, or when it came out in the summer 2024, that one just, I think the reason why I like that set so much, other than it just being cool by itself and, you know, obviously being Lord of the Rings, was the Orthanc Tower that came out in 2013. I hadn't gotten back in, I did not get back into Lego until well after that set got retired. And I saw that set built up on a few different reviews of other big Lego YouTuber channels, and they just showed that set and what goes into it and all the detail. And I looked it up on the Lego website, or no, BrickLink, because it wasn't even on there anymore. And the tower, and yeah, just how well they designed that set to look to me like the one from the movie. And then if you watch those, how those movies were made, they show kind of the scale models they made for the Orthanc Tower. I'm like, that Lego set's gotta be amazing. So anyway, when the Barad-dûr set came out, I'm thinking, I have to get that set. I didn't get it when it was released, and so I missed out on the Fellbeast GWP. But if you check our channel, like just in the last few videos we've done, or I think it's a short, we did a short, I found the Fellbeast, a knockoff Fellbeast, and it was called the Feelbeast, Feel, and it's the Lewd of the Ring. It's kind of funny. So I showed that off in a Lego short. But yeah, once we got the Barad-dûr and built that over the summer, that was so fun. All right, Brick Together, we will do a collab. Psh, the time has arrived. I love it. So we'll have to, I guess, communicate through Discord. Yeah, what would be the best way? Through Discord might work. Or I'll look on your channel. You guys probably have a better way of contacting you. I can look through your channel too. Subway Dude says, I'm getting the DeLorean for my birthday, which is in a few days. Oh, okay. So you know that it's there. That's cool. I think you can. No, you can't. Because I was going to say, I think you can order it through the Lego website. It'll just be back ordered. But I don't think it's even available for that, because I put a notification on the Lego website. Let me know when it's available again. And I have not gotten an email. Not to say that that notification process is reliable. There have been times where I've done that and I never got an email that the set was available again, and then go on the Lego website and find the set that I was looking for was available. So I'm trying to think what set that was. It was a while ago. So yeah, that would be great to get that set. So Subway Dude, if you're getting that DeLorean set, that is cool. Subway Dude says, I don't like how Lego removed the faces of Harry, Ron, and Hermione off the boxes. I always thought it was cool. Oh, I didn't even notice that. So like on the side art of the box. Brick Together says, are you thinking about getting the new Lord of the Rings set? Oh, yes, but I want it, well, not right away. I haven't really committed to, not that it matters because it's just early in January. I haven't really thought about any 2026 sets seriously at all. I'm still, Brick Together, I'm still on the UCS. I want to build at least one of the big UCS sets, whether it be the Millennium Falcon or the Death Star. And so I'm assuming if that new Lord of the Rings set comes out, if it is that, what's that? Which one is it? The Gondor, right? Or it's, what is Minas Tirith? I'm trying to think of the name. The Minas Tirith set, if that does come out, well, I'm in no rush to buy anything expensive anyway. But I think you guys said this, or somebody said it's probably going to be released in June. So I'm assuming now there's already a rumor for it. I'm assuming there'll be some talk and probably a real image of it like next month, sometime in February or March. And then, yeah, who knows? Lego's good at doing that, at least to me, where I'll think, okay, this is my plan to budget for whatever set, and then Lego releases something, and I'm like, oh man, kind of like last year. I was thinking I would save up for then, and then that Tudor Corner came out, and then the Shire set came out for the Lord of the Rings. I'm like, that I want those, so I totally went off course on any UCS hope that year. So yeah, I'll have to, when I see the picture, a real picture of it, that'll be something to pay attention to. So yeah, good question. I'll keep it in mind for sure. Let's see here. Am I getting that? So I don't know. Yeah, maybe Brick Together says maybe it'll cost more to use the actor images. It was cool though. Oh yeah, to take Hermione off and everything. I didn't even realize that. That's some of the details I just don't know. Justin Jago, thanks for being here, man. I might have missed you when you signed off already. Justin Jago, like a ninja. He shows up and then he says, gotta go. And I don't notice it, right, man? That dude, and then he'll sneak back in. He'll sneak back into the live streams. Tommy, thanks for keeping track, everybody. Ryan says, it's me, Ryan. I'm back. Give me a half five 2 times. I love it when you do it, and it makes my day. Hey, Ryan, good to see you, man. A half five, is that what I do? There you go, dude. Something like that, right? Double take. Subway Dude says, my dad pre-ordered. Oh, okay, that's how you pull it off. Dad pre-ordered 2 DeLoreans pretty early, and we got them a while ago, but I have to wait. So you know it's there. But still exciting, I guess, huh? The anticipation of actually building the set, getting it all ready for your birthday. That's awesome. Brick Together says, Discord, Brandy can give you my number, or we can message there if that works better. Okay, awesome. So you guys are on Discord. Brick Together, is it the same name? Subway Dude says, my siblings refuse to watch the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit movies. They're missing out. That's so funny. Subway Dude. The Lord of the Rings trilogy, I liked a lot. The first Hobbit movie was decent. It does have a cool prologue to it, kind of telling the story of the dwarves. But I didn't go to the theater to see the other 2 movies, and then I saw them on streaming, and it's like watching a video game. They were not, those were not done well. The imagery's there, I guess. Too much CGI. I don't know. It's kind of like the Star Wars phenomena or the MCU phenomena. They got a good thing going, and then it gets redone over and over again, and just, I don't know, it's not good. But maybe some people think it's good. Brick Together says, just get the UCS AT8 or ATST. It's only 200. No, Brick Together. That's not the Vision. It's the big one. No, it's not just one. I want the big one. So yeah, that's why. Ryan says, I missed the oldest Lego Marvel sets that came with. Oh wait. Oh yeah, they came with the comics. The newer Marvel sets don't have them. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I have to look those up, Ryan. I'd have to see how far back they did Marvel sets. I think the earliest one I got was a set that came with Space Iron Man, and I don't even know if that's early. I think that was pre MCU. Let me see. I want to look up that set number. I've looked it up before, and it was kind of like the Quinjet, but it was like a red and white ship. But yeah, that set was pretty sweet. Yeah, here it is. What set was that? The Avenged Jet. That's what it was. It came with a Thanos 76049, and that came with Thanos, a cool looking Captain America with a jetpack, Space Iron Man. I don't know, maybe it was a spin-off of the MCU, but yeah, that set. That was the first, actually, that was, I think, the first set I got getting back into Lego. It was. So I know Ninjago City was like the main set that kind of open the can of worms, so to speak, and getting into Lego. But yeah, this is the first one I'm like, I think I'll buy a Lego set and see what it's like. Didn't realize, I think I overpaid for it. I didn't realize there was a whole retired set phenomena going on. I got it on Amazon, but I think it was about $10 overpriced, which is okay. But yeah, those older ones were good. I think the Avengers Tower is a great set, but of course that's super expensive. So yeah, the UCS ATST is a good set to get. I've seen that. Am I right? I think I've seen that package, that UCS set packaged at Costco with that UCS set and the overpriced battle pack. And then the two combined seemed like a decent price. Not that I would get that one, but yeah, that's cool. I'm not into that one. I want either the Millennium Falcon. I mean, that's like that will be, I think, a pretty hot item, I think, because is that going to retire this year? I think that's the rumor. Real B Bandits. Hello, Real B Bandits. The name change again. Brick Together says, hey to B. Tommy, yep. Ryan says, can you bring a Spider-Man Lego from behind you to put on top of the Lego Harry Potter castle? Do I have one within reach? Here, I'll just do a zoom in because I might knock something down. But yeah, there's the Daily Bugle. There's Spider-Man for you, Ryan. He's kind of holding down the fort right there. I knew I'd knock something out. I think I hit it, knocked into the tower there, the Harry Potter tower. But yeah, good build. Definitely one of the best parts of our collection are the Doctor Strange Sanctum Sanctorum, but also get the tower piece back on here, a little spire. Man, I'm not doing any building right now. I'm just reading these comments. This is fun though. Ryan, you're throwing out the new Pokemon set. You like that one. Brick Together says, I think it's called Brick Together Hangout. There's a link on our page. Awesome, Brick Together. I hear the vision and respect it. Nice. Yes, the vision is clear, my friend. It's clear on that one. It's just the price. Ryan says, I'm getting the Lego SDCC exclusive Marvel PS4 Spider-Man minifigure. Do you think it's a good pickup? I don't know what I'm talking about. It's good to take a look at. I don't even know about that, Ryan. Maybe someone else does this. It sounds like a very cool figure to have, especially for a collector's item. The exclusive Marvel PS4 Spider-Man minifigure. Sounds cool to me. Let me look it up. I don't even know. Let's see. SDCC Spider-Man. So I have to type that in a little bit and get the... I don't know how specific I have to be, but yeah, you're bringing up some cool stuff. That one's on Bricklink, huh? 2013. Oh my goodness, dude, you're crazy. You're not talking about this one, are you? The Comic-Con one? Holy cow. Yeah, Ryan, if you get that set, man, way to go. I won't even say how much that is. You can look that up. That one's crazy. It's a good pickup if you are one of the top-notch income earners in the world. Let's just put it that way. That's awesome. Subway Dude says, what are your thoughts on the smart bricks? Personally, I think it's not a good idea because why can't kids use their imagination? Very good point, Subway Dude. Very good point. I think they're a fun idea. I don't think it's anything new or revolutionary. It's kind of like, to me, it's no more impressive than the light up bricks that have been with Lego for a while. And I honestly don't know. I mean, I guess it's smart bricks in that it can detect when you're actually swooshing your Star Wars ship around or whatever, but the sound effects are kind of mid sounding. I saw an example of it done with Beyond the Brick. They showed them. So it detects when you're moving the set and it kind of makes the sound effects to go with it. But in terms of like the actual sound, it's kind of very artificial. And the price point is the other detractor. I mean, if those are made for kids, because I'm sure most grown-up collectors, unless they just need to own everything Lego and everything Star Wars, I don't think they're that appealing. Or the price. I don't think kids are gonna. I would just rather buy a regular Lego set, and like you said, just use my imagination. I don't need the smart bricks. So I think that one's kind of a miss. We'll see with those. It's kind of like what was it? The Vizio, was it the Vizio series or whatever? Legos tried a few series with different ideas. I don't know if that one's gonna work, but that's just my opinion. And it'll be what would be kind of a maybe an indicator is if how they look. If you can get to a Lego store and see how kids interact with them there. But I mean, I guess one other sign is have they? I know they're on pre-order right now. Have they sold out? Like the Pokemon set, gone. But that's for collectors. So kids, they're not worried about getting something like that on release day. Smart bricks are just going to drive up the price, and nobody wants them. Yes, there it is. Right. Well, I need to get to bed. Brick together. Can't wait. Looking forward to building up a set with you guys. That's gonna be so fun. Ryan says, no, it's a single minifigure from the PS4 Spider-Man game, not that set. Okay. I looked up that one, Ryan. That one is insane though. That one minifigure. Granted, it's from the Comic-Con, and if you went to one of those, then I guess there was a limited release. There's probably like only 100 of them in the world. But yeah, I'll have to look up that one later and check it out. Tommy says, just get a brick set and get a light kit. Exactly, right? Brick Together says, my friend got the Miles Morales one and paid $1,600. There's the money for 2 UCS sets right there, let alone all the Lego you can get with that. But you know what? If you are a collector, you have it within your means. I guess it's like investing in art at that point, right? There are just some things, or any collectible, there are some things. To me, then it's not really Lego anymore. That's like a different tier of something people, collect and own, and just, I guess, almost invest in, because that if it's paid for at that much of a price point, then another collector's gonna, try and get it off you for a higher price later on. He said it was worth around, there you go, $2,500. So it's already gone up, what, $900. So yeah, definitely an investment at that point. Ryan says, San Diego Comic-Con Spider-Man Lego minifigures. It's really high-end Lego minifigure. I think it's over $600. Oh, okay. So the one you're talking about is a Comic-Con one. So yeah, that's again, if you get it at the initial price point, I mean, definitely a lot of money, but at the same time, you're being smart with your purchase and your investing, then it makes sense to me. Brick Together can't leave. He can't leave the chat, but for reals, going to bed. Brick Together, look forward to seeing you, man, soon. Awesome. Somebody dude says, Lego is kind of taking away the sets from kids that they will probably want by marking up the price. Yeah, I mean, you could choose not to buy those. We can still, especially parents, we can still have an effect on that market. I don't know, like even if parents who can buy or afford those more expensive sets will hopefully do some comparisons and see. I mean, you can get toys already that make those kind of sounds and everything. I don't know if a kid will be wowed by the fact that it's a smart brick, that it reacts to, whatever movement you do. And to be honest, I if I was a kid who wanted some kind of sound effect feature and, made, and it looks like a ship or whatever, I'd rather have an RC car or something motorized already, and just do that versus kind of a really mini version of a Lego set. And, with those kind of sets, that to me, that is really made for really young kids. And I don't know if really young kids care too much about Star Wars. They probably care more about, newer animation type of storylines. But we'll see. Give it like until the summer. We'll see if that picks up any steam, if Lego has to like people have already said, yeah, we're going to see these get marked down 50% or whatever, or more. Then you might buy one. Subway Dude says $50 for the Eevee is just sad. Oh yeah, for the Pokemon sets. It's crazy that the, what was it, the Charizard one, the bigger set, the $650 set, just and the fact that one sold out so fast. It made me think while I was talking about that, I'm like, that Lego aquarium that came out, that was, or that is in the $500 price range. You know, there's no talk of that set anymore. So, and you know, I don't know, Lego kind of does it to themselves. I don't know how they kind of schedule out or plan out their releases, but it seems like now they're in such a mad dash to get so many things out and released that you know, people are gonna forget about a lot of these sets. And you know, this the Smart Bricks came out, and then the week later, or maybe even less than that, the Pokemon sets came out. Like, you know, everybody's into Pokemon. They're gonna forget all about that Smart Brick, I think. Plus Star Wars sets. There's so many better builds than those things that look a lot better. Let's see, Chris Vick. Psh, hello, hello. Liam Brick, the bed. Psh, Liam, good to see you, man. Glad you're here. Ryan says, I bought the Stranger Things sets just to get them signed by the guy who played Hopper from the show. It's signed. It's in my closet. That's so cool, Ryan. Man, you got quite the collection there. Those are like I said, beyond Lego. Those are like special collector's items. Yeah, that is cool, says Liam. Don't open it, says Tommy. And you got the Eevee one. Ryan, you are you got a choice set of pieces. You know, you're more of like the curator of the Lego museum sets. That's what that seems like. That's cool. You're gonna have quite a, I think, quite an investment building up for you there, if you ever choose to resell those. But yeah, and I don't know. I don't have, that's weird. I don't know why I built this piece here and it's hidden. All right, so I am doing some building on this Harry Potter set, by the way, but it's good conversation. So building up the Whomping Willow set, Harry Potter set 75953. But I love it. We're talking all things Lego. That's part of the live stream. So, and a little more structure on the exterior of this build. Eventually, the goal is combine all these sets, and just to do another quick little recap, combine all these Harry Potter sets. So confirmed by Brick Together, it's the 2018 wave of these Harry Potter sets. But yeah, they all combine here. This is gonna look really cool. And I believe I have all four of these sets. One my son has, he has the Great Hall. And then we have the other three here. So I think I'll try to combine these once this, oh no, I have one more. We have the Clock Tower, which looks really good. And again, you know, Harry Potter sets or Ninjago sets, you know, if you're looking at some really fun builds, lots of detail, cool minifigures, and even if you know, like me, you don't know the storyline very well of the theme, the builds alone are great. They hold their own in terms of, yeah, Lego quality, minifigures, the build, the just overall experience of the set. So I think anyone would enjoy this, even if they don't know much about Harry Potter or maybe anything about Harry Potter. I would say, oh no, maybe it is blue and green. I don't know, I can't tell. Yeah, builds like these. And so I was thinking the newer line of the Harry Potter sets don't necessarily match the more affordable price of these, but yeah, there are some other Harry Potter sets that are below the $100 range that are some really good builds too. And right now it's all about affordability. Let's see. Subway Dude says you could get a real fish and fish tank for way cheaper than $500. Yeah, exactly, Subway Dude, exactly. Ryan says I have over 749 sets in my collection plus 19 built. Psh, Ryan, you got quite the backlog. How fun. You're going to be building for days, months. Mythic says, I'm back. Welcome, Mythic. Ryan says, in my Lego city, I will be adding the upside down Hawkins Town in it. Oh, that was the Stranger Things. Is that the Stranger Things set that came out? Or is that the house? Oh my gosh, I can't. I'll have to look that one up. I'm not sure about that one. Colton says, hey, I don't know if you remember me back then, but I just came back to your channel. Awesome, Colton. Welcome back. Good to have you here. So yeah, building and talking more than building, but building up 75953, the Whomping Willow set, and just enjoying the chat as well as kind of showing off this set. And I mentioned minifigures. Just from these two sets alone, this is where I'm saying, like, if you do like Harry Potter builds, or if you just like Lego, and the Harry Potter builds create such a great looking theme for buildings, structures, side builds, minifigures, just from these two sets. These are all the minifigures you have here. And you could create quite a Lego city just from the Harry Potter theme itself. Granted, it would look like old England, or old London, I should say, but how fun is that? So yeah, I think building up these Harry Potter sets is been pretty rewarding, and glad these are ones I don't necessarily have. A few of these sets, so I'm glad I decided to include these in the live stream. I was trying to think of a theme after doing a few of those Christmas builds and then going into the new year. I don't have any of the 2026 sets or anything to show off for 2026. And I guess I got a little bit discouraged, or, well, I don't know, nothing sad, just kind of annoyed when we went to the Lego store right after New Year's. That was when the Creel House came out, the Stranger Things set, and then yeah, the Speed Champion sets came out, and those things sold out so fast. We went to the Lego store the next day, right? January 2nd, and those sets were gone, completely sold out, and pretty much everything else too. Any set you could possibly think of, modulars, old sets, new sets, and all the high-end sets, like the sets you're spending at least $100 on, all those were sold out. There were a few left of the new modular, but yeah, in terms of Star Wars, even the UCS Millennium Falcon, I saw it on the shelf, and then within the course of us being at the Lego store, I don't know, 40 minutes later or whatever, it was gone. So they had sold out so much. It was, I don't know, it was crazy. I don't know where all these people came from, but man, I like the stream. Thanks, Ryan. I don't know what happened. Crazy. Liam says, that's the tree you were building. Yes, exactly, Liam. Yes, the tree I showed off. You can tell, Liam, slow progress since then, but I have built up more of the set, the interior of the Whomping Willow set. You can't go wrong with the Hedwig being there inside the tower. And then yeah, now working on the other side tower. Thank goodness nothing broke. The other side tower, although one piece went flying on the floor. I think I'll need that piece. So yeah, just lots of good stuff. But yeah, going to the Lego store and seeing everything bought up. I want to know if actually not my theory. Someone else had pointed, Lego's just not making enough supply like they usually do, and so everything is not getting restocked. So that's interesting. But they are making a lot of new sets that come out. So I don't know. There's some kind of business strategy that they're doing, creating a so-called shortage. And so I don't know if it's helping with their sales or not. It's definitely helping with the interest in their product. Let's see. The downside about collecting Lego Harry Potter is that you'll end up with a lot of Harry minifigs, says Subway Dude. That's true. Well, it's like any theme though. Like Star Wars, you're gonna end up with lots of Lukes 3 CP or C3POs and, you know, Darth Vaders or whatever, I think. It's good if you're building up a Stormtrooper army or a clone army. I don't know if you're building up a Harry Potter army, right? So I got 2 Harry. You do get a younger and an older version, but you could swap out heads, faces, hair pieces, and they don't all have to look like the way the instructions tell you. So just in these 2 sets alone, you know, I have like, let's see, 14 minifigures. So yeah, it's true, but it's not permanent. So yeah, you could mix things up, you know, just don't tell anyone. Don't let anyone know you're mixing up your Harry Potter head pieces and everything. Ryan, ooh, what's your dream set? I'm looking at my back logo to see what I have, and I have all my stuff in storage in Seattle, and I live in North Carolina. Oh wow, quite a lot of. That's like 2 opposite sides of the country. That's crazy. Ryan says I have my papers looking. So I'm not sure. I live in Spokane, says Tommy. How awesome. Hey, yeah, that's right. Psh, 2 Washingtonians. Liam says, oh no. Rafsan. Hey, Rafsan, you're back. Psh, welcome, Rafsan. How are you? Doing well, man. Good to see you. Ryan says, oh my goodness, did you hear they might get rid of the paper manuals and going to put them online? People are talking about that. We were talking about that yesterday, Ryan. What would Lego be like if they went just to the PDF versions? And pretty much all of us on the live stream yesterday said, no, they have to stick with the paper versions. And I even pointed out, like I had my, the Cantina set instructions here. And you know, when you get your favorite sets, you know, you get a lot of detail inside the book itself, you know, this back story of the movie and just the cool look of the instructions up close. It's all tangible. So I want to say it was put to a fan vote, and the majority, even younger people who, you know, I don't know if they have as much, you know, experience with paper instructions, because, you know, yeah, you can definitely get everything online, but yeah, people still like the paper instructions, so hopefully they keep them. I agree. Rafsan says, good day, everyone. Don't worry, they're safe. Yeah, there we go, Liam. There we go. Put the Harry inside the car that's in the tree. Yes, I know, I will. I'm gonna finish the build, which will take a while, Ryan, and I'll get there. Don't worry. Pirate says, morning from Atlanta. Psh, hey, Pirate, welcome back. Just got home from working a 10-hour shift. Stopped by to say hi and good night. Psh, Ryan, our Pirate, thanks for being here, man. Have a good rest. Thanks for saying hello on your busy work schedule. Always checks in to say hello. Love it. Subway Dude says, rest up, Pirate. 10 hours is a lot of work. Yes, indeed. So, I don't know if any of you guys, were you in my live streams a while back? I don't know, B might remember if B's still here. I haven't seen B Bandits. He came in and real B Bandits was here, and then maybe not anymore. So anyway, unless they changed their name, we used to have a guy sign on, Matt is alive, and I haven't heard from him in a long time. He would sign in with the cool rhyme, Matt is alive, ready to dive, subscribe, like the live, time to thrive type of thing. You do these cool rhymes. So Matt is alive. If you're out there, man, come back. We need your rhyming schemes, man. Matt is alive. So yeah, in terms of 2026 sets, in terms of goals for Lego, the 2026 Lego goal is a UCS set, which is not from 2026 for here on our channel. I don't know, just like I said, just a little bit, I don't even know what the word is, thrown off, I guess. Perplexed, that's a good word, maybe perplexed Where did all these Lego consumers come from? People are buying up the most expensive sets. If you go on the Lego website, at least in the US, maybe it's not like this in Australia or in Europe, but you go on the Lego website, it's like, what happened? Where are all these people coming from? They're like, everything's on back order. So part of my theory is that maybe it's not like there are tons of new Lego consumers. They're just not, Lego's not producing more of the sets that people want. So everything's on back order because there's just not enough of the materials being released. I don't know. It's crazy. Liam says, I remember that rhyme. Yeah, where did that guy go? Psh, where did Matt's Live go, Liam? Waiting for him to see me say goodnight. Hey, Ryan. Psh, I saw it, Ryan. Just building and thinking and chatting. Thanks for being here, Ryan. Thanks for, and I'll get back to you. Dream set, well, if it's current, it would be the UCS Millennium Falcon. Overall dream set to own from the last, I don't know, since I got back into Lego. I mentioned the Orthon Tower earlier, maybe that one. My favorite set I have, so I'd have to think on that. Oh, the Apocalypseburg from the Lego Movie 2. That is a favorite for sure. That one for sure. So good night, Ryan. Have a good one. Liam says, I take Lego sets on camping trips and there's no internet out there. Yes, exactly. That is brick therapy. That's a pure essence of brick therapy right there, Liam. Yes, go out there, enjoy nature, the sounds. I love when I'm not building and live stream, I just love building and listening to a podcast or just kind of focused in on one thing. It's so therapeutic. It's brick therapy. Hey, Lego Timmy. Psh, good to see you here, Lego Timmy. Man, Lego Timmy, you've been building up a storm. So good to have you here. Tommy says, good night to Ryan. Mythic says, hello. Awesome. Liam says, yeah, Lego Timmy, one of our OGs and a great channel at that. Rafsan says, I can stay till 12:55 p.m. Rafsan, representing the other hemisphere of the world. Love it, Rafsan. You're already into your Friday and it's already, gosh, noon over there. So like what? You're like 14 hours ahead of us. That's awesome. Hey, John Powell. Welcome, welcome. So let's see if I'm not missing anything. I feel like I didn't put in a particular, aha. Got thrown off on the instructions here. Missing a level of design and detail. So I'm still building up the Whomping Willow. We've talked about a couple different things. Collector Lego from Comic-Con. And we've talked about the 2026 line of sets in general. I have not purchased any. And then one of my commentaries, I guess you could say, is, and I think John Powell, you could speak to this, was just noticing the Lego sets that do get released, and now it seems like everything's on back order. So there's like a huge momentum and shift, and Lego created a whole new entire consumer base, and people are buying up everything. But I don't think that's the case. I think it goes more to what John Powell was saying. Lego is not making enough of the sets they have on their current availability and lineup, and so it looks like a false scarcity or shortage. I don't know, it's just crazy because I was looking on the Lego website. This is after the New Year's releases and everything, and all these things were bought up already. Although it's still interesting because people are buying up the really expensive sets. I think even the UCS Death Star is on back order still. So yeah, I'm not sure, but that's where I'm like, there's no rush right now to buy any of these sets, even if some cool stuff comes out. And to be honest, I'm not into Stranger Things or Pokemon enough to buy any of those sets. So thankfully no FOMO will get me on that one. So that's okay with me. Nice, Tommy giving John Powell the high fives. Little Lego, or no, sorry, Little L Bricks, AKA, or formerly known as little Lego. Little bricks, welcome, welcome. Brick Therapy. Can you believe that my shuttle pod bricks and pieces were sent back again? You said, Little Bricks, that you were going to build those up out of your own collection, I thought. So the one that comes with the Star Trek set, right? Did you order the set? I'm not sure what you mean. Subway Dude says, Lego is acting a bit suspicious. Yeah, okay. There's something going on. There's just like too many things on back order. It's almost like the 2020 phenomena, back then when all the supply line of everything and goods were overpriced and on shortage because of, that whole COVID thing. But I'm not sure now. John Powell says, some think they are creating the demand by making fewer sets. That's what it seems like. It's almost obvious now. Owen Brick Studios, let's go. Welcome, Owen. Mythic says, I've got some Legos from AliExpress. I waited a month for the Legos, but they are good quality. Yeah, Mythic, I've done that a few times. I've gotten a few of the knockoff sets, the Ghostbusters headquarters. Actually, that was a build I wanted for quite a while, and then finally just gave in and thought, you know what, I'm going to try the AliExpress version. And I've gotten some other sets, knockoff sets from there, and the bricks weren't as good, and you could just tell the quality wasn't as good. But that one, even though it doesn't have the Lego logo on the little stud pieces, that one, those bricks were pretty good quality. So, I mean, those seemed and had the smoothness of real Lego and everything. So, yeah, sometimes you have good luck with that. But having said that, any AliExpress set I've ever gotten has missing pieces, quite a significant amount. A couple times I've contacted them and told them it's missing pieces because it's whatever store you buy it from has some weird number name. And it takes you another month or two to almost 2 months to get the replacement parts. So I just write it off as like, yeah, I'm getting a knockoff set for about a 80 to 90% discount, to be honest. So I'm not expecting the best, right? And the bricks turn out to be okay. They turn out to be okay. But yeah, it's for the price and for the build experience, I was pretty pleased with that Ghostbusters headquarters. Liam Brick the Bed says, yes, Lego's getting sneaky. Little L Brick says, I'm getting a free brick head and got $20 in points. Not out of my own, but I ordered that and parts to build. Very cool, Little L Bricks. Owen Brick Studio says, what's up, everyone? Rafsan, the thing that Harry Potter fans would not like me for is liking the Dolores Umbridge. Rafsan, I don't know the storyline, so you won't get any issues from me, man. I think that's just fine. Little Brick says, but they might also send me the stickers for the shuttle pod. Oh, that's cool. So it's one that you ordered, it sounds like. Oh no, did it glitch out? I think I glitched out for a second. Hopefully it's okay. Come on, live stream, just a few more minutes. Owen Brickstead Studio says, hey Tommy, Subway Dude. Little Brick says, even though it wasn't Lego's fault. So Little Lego, it sounds like you did order the Star Trek set. Mythic says, I got Ninja Hair, an exclusive minifig from Ninjago. Psh, awesome. Subway Dude says, I should probably go to sleep. I slept in until noon yesterday. No worries, Subway Dude. Psh, I'm wrapping this up so you won't miss out on anything. Just a few more bricks left in this build. So let me just zero in on this, finishing up this bag 4 of the Whomping Willow. Go figure. I thought I would get this done quickly, but that's okay. The conversation topic, man, I love it. So many good topics. Love connecting with all you guys who are Lego collectors and just, yeah, bringing up all kinds of different ideas about Lego sets, Lego collecting, and then yeah, what is going on with the sneakiness? What is going on with the sneakiness of this? Liam says, you got that truck going, little L. Oh yeah, just the parts, just the parts. That's the real life truck, right? This isn't a Lego truck. And for 2026, hopefully, and I think even the UCS Millennium Falcon is on back order. I'm trying to get that one strategically, see if there'll be a decent gift with purchase. Maybe even waiting until May the 4th when there are some Star Wars related promos. But the sticker shock on that set is real, man. The sticker shock on that set. I don't know. What's the most you guys have? What's the most expensive set you bought from Lego? I think for us it's Rivendell. I don't think we've done anything higher than that. I think Rivendell was the most. I would love, you know, I would settle if I couldn't get if I couldn't get the Venator, or yeah, anyway, if I couldn't get the UCS set, I would definitely go for the Venator too, though. So there's so many. There's a few of those UCS sets that are just amazing. So, oh man, I'm gonna have to switch something out here. What's going on? Can't find a. What color is that? Is that like gray, like translucent gray? Anyway, it's got to be a lantern color. So I'm gonna take one from this part and put the lantern piece here. So yeah, I don't know. Lots to think about. Rafsan says, my favorite Harry Potter character is the 1980s Minister of Magic, Millicent Bagnold. Wow, Rafsan, you know your stuff, dude. Liam says, nice little L. Break Therapy, I just finished a live building the Truck Speed Champions. Very cool. John Powell says, the UCS AT-AT. Everyone's saying that Brick Together said that. And was it Justin Jago? Someone else said the UCS AT-AT is a good one. And that one is the least expensive, right? Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that one more seriously. I have to look at a couple reviews. I'm assuming, John Powell, you mean that's a good one. Liam says, oh, you mean my 1999 Chevy? That's what I was thinking you meant, little Lego, or what Liam meant. Liam says, yes, most expensive. I was about to say Rivendell myself. Yes, but that set, Chef's Kiss, man, that set is wonderful. That set made my younger son definitely appreciate Lord of the Rings. At the time, I don't know. I'd have to ask him now. At the time, though, he's like, this is my favorite Lego theme, Lord of the Rings, which is crazy because other than the brickheads, there's not really, they don't do, I think they did when they first did the Hobbit or the Lord of the Rings sets from the 2010s era, but I don't think they do like battle packs. So I was hoping that might happen this year. If they'll do some Lord of the Rings battle pack sets, especially if there's a new movie coming out. And if it's true that there'll be a Minas Tirith set coming out, that they'll do some smaller, more affordable, well-priced battle pack sets that include, I don't know, some Gondorian soldiers or, yeah, whatever theme will. Wow, this is quite a, got the crystal, I don't even know what to call this. It's like a witch's brew type table going on here. Man, within a few seconds, you throw together some cool looking Harry Potter accessory tables here. All right, so there we go. We got one more part of the build done, one more section done. And I think, where does this connect to? All right, this connects to, let me move these guys out of the way. I can at least show off one more cool part of this build of the Whomping Willow. And again, just love. Gotta put on the pins. There's no easy way with these little spires, these little pointed pieces sticking out to not knock them off. Let's see. So the inside, I think it's the inside pin. This is the cool part. This is where, yeah, I start to see all this looks so good together. There we go. Whomping Willow becoming another cool looking structure. All sections getting there. Got one more section to go. Man, I'm knocking stuff off. Let's see. This guy, I don't know how I did that. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Put it back on. There we go. So this looks good. And one more section there. So, good to see you guys. John Powell. Oh, okay. The AT-AT is not good. I'm glad I saw that. No, the UCS AT-AT. No, it's the most expensive I've bought, but it sucks. Oh, wait, which one? That can't be the AT-AT. That's not the most expensive set you've gotten, John Powell. There's no way. Or maybe most recent one in terms of Lego. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at a review on that anyway. I'm curious. So thanks you guys for being here. I'll have to do a longer version of the live stream tomorrow. I've got work tomorrow, but I look forward to seeing whoever can join me tomorrow on the live stream, and I can get bag 5 done. So thanks guys for being here. Little L Bricks, Tommy, and all the mods. Liam Brick the Bed, John Powell. The $850 AT&T set. Oh my gosh, I have to look this up. Mythic says, my bro had so much Lego Ninjago sets. He lives in a small house and they got lost. Are you kidding me? The 2000 TK Pearl, says Rafsan. All right, guys. Thanks, Liam, for being here. All you guys, have a good one.